From kittens rescued out of a storm drain to a dog that is an unlikely hero that helped save another dog, we have so many absolutely wonderful stories of resilience and survival thanks to your support. We're going to tell you all about that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this Saturday morning. We hope everyone out there is enjoying the storms, but also staying safe, and that includes your furry friends. We'll give you some pet safety tips throughout the show to be able to ensure that happens. And last week we introduced you to absolutely adorable Diamond, who is an incredible pup who is extremely calm and sweet and loves everybody. We are so sad to say that she is still looking for her forever home. So if you were on the fence about adopting her, you can visit her at our South Mountain campus, or you can visit azhumane.org/adopt to learn more. And we have another absolutely adorable pup who we cannot believe is a long timer with us. We'll introduce you to 9-month-old Arty here in just a bit. And it has definitely been extremely busy at the Arizona Humane Society with little ones like this, and we have a great way to be able to help save them. But first, Lisa, who is this cutie?
Look how adorable. You need butter to make cupcakes, so this little cutie is trying to figure out how to find my hands under his little bandana. Look how cute Butter is, 12-week-old little boy. And we have him as a big dog mix of some sort. It's going to be a surprise for whoever adopts him to find out what he ends up being. He's got beautiful blue eyes, and he is just the cutest little thing. He came in with a litter of 10 of these little cuties with Mama. Look at her there. We are saying she is some sort of a shepherd mix, so you get to see Mom there. She looks a little shepherd, maybe shepherd, and I don't know. Again, we're going to go back to the surprise. So if you want to help pups like this, you can always come down and adopt. But our friends at, you can help twice as much. Donations are being matched right now by our friends at, let's see, Smead Capital Management. Smead Capital Management has agreed to match all donations. So if you were thinking about giving $10, Smead's going to give us $10 on your behalf as well. So it is a wonderful way to double your donations at the Humane Society, and all of your help goes back to right into our coffers to help little guys like this that come in with their mama and their wonderful foster family who raise them up to be big and strong and ready for you all. So there's all kinds of ways to help at the Humane Society, but right now go on to azhumane.org/match if you want your donations matched.
Absolutely, and with so many animals pouring through our shelter each and every day, we cannot save the lives without incredible supporters such as Smead Capital Management. So thank you so much for that. And with so many animals coming into our shelters, we want to remind people that Mom does offer the best chance to survive. But without their mom, we also rely on fosters. First, who is this absolutely adorable kitty? Look how small she was when she first came into the Arizona Humane Society.
Small. This is Aspen, and Aspen was abandoned inside of a lobby and then transferred to us through the field. She was aged at 2.5 to 3 weeks old at the time. And she was very active, as you just saw, and very vocal. I know that I did hear some meows there earlier. So she was cared for in our bottle baby ICU, and she was syringe fed, and she had to be given fluids for some dehydration. So when she started gaining some weight, she went to foster so she could gain some more weight, and they described her as being very sweet and active. As you can see, she's really into the toys, so make sure you have a lot of toys for this one. And then she was returned from foster and was doing well using the litter box, and you know, she had a little wound on her tail, which you can barely see, and it's healing well. But you mentioned fosters earlier, so Christine, tell us about that.
Well, the Arizona Humane Society is always in need of new fosters, and we have repeat fosters too, and everybody has no expense associated with that because the Arizona Humane Society funds everything that you need to be a foster. And it's a wonderful way to volunteer with the Arizona Humane Society. And you can benefit little kittens like Aspen here, who's been through the program and appreciated it. So if you want to learn more and apply, go to azhumane.org/foster and open up some kennel space for us.
Absolutely. It is a wonderful way to be able to help save lives without permanently adding to your home. So thank you so much for that reminder, ladies. And you may have seen the story on national headlines, including people.com, as one of our shelter dogs became a blood donor and saved a pug's life. When 2-year-old pug Tilly arrived at the Arizona Humane Society's Lazen Animal Foundation Trauma Hospital, she was fighting for her life. She was severely anemic, underweight, dehydrated, and barely responsive. She needed an emergency blood transfusion to survive, and that's when another Arizona Humane Society patient stepped in to help. Rowland here is a 7-year-old American Pit Bull Terrier who had been rescued as an injured stray and was able to be the blood donor that she desperately needed. She got that blood donation, and almost immediately her condition began to improve. Today, Rowland is living his best life in a loving forever home, and Tilly is continuing her recovery with one of our veterinarians who helped save her life, giving her the second chance that she deserves. We could not save either of their lives without your support. So thank you all so much for allowing us to be so innovative when it comes to saving lives. And we have quite a few critters in our care, and you'd be surprised at some items that you can collect to be able to help little ones like this. Oh my goodness. I thought you were a kitten whisperer, but I guess you're a rabbit whisperer too, Janine.
Well, they're both fluffy and soft. I mean, who does not love a little bun like this one? He came in with 2 other rabbits that were strays. So basically someone probably just dumped them in a park thinking they could survive on their own. But of course they can't because they're domesticated rabbits. He's very social and sweet and allows handling. He's great. He had a little bit of dermatitis on his ears and a little bit of thinness in his body, but we think that was due to poor nutrition. So we fixed him all up in our trauma hospital, sent him out to a foster home for weight gain and socialization, and now look at him. He's just like a little fluffy cloud. He looks like a monsoon rabbit, right? You know, ready for the big rains coming, but he's just gonna melt your heart having him in your home. And we talk about, you know, donations all the time, but they're the simplest things you can get around your home, like for instance these, you know, paper towel holders, toilet paper holders, pipe cleaners, old used sheets, things that are like, we love pillowcases because we cover our cages with those and carry them around throughout our shelter. There's just a lot of easy ways to donate, and it's not going to cost you a thing. So if you just like to check out our website, azhumane.org, and it will give you a list of things that you could help out with, and it's an awesome way to help, and we love it.
Absolutely, and it's stuff that you are already going to get rid of anyway, so why not give them to our pets? Thank you so much for that reminder, Janine. And of course, reducing, reusing, and recycling is always the way, and now you can help pets like this one by recycling. But first, who is this little cutie, Denise?
Well, this is 8-week-old Tobias, and he came to the Arizona Humane Society with his siblings. They were too small to go up for adoption, so they spent time in our bottle baby ICU, and then they went to a foster home. Now, you can help the planet and help pets like Tobias through our friends at Recyclops. This company recycles hard-to-recycle materials like plastic film. They offer curbside pickup for all of the people enrolled in the recycling program. And for everybody who enrolls, they will donate $5 per month to the Arizona Humane Society. So visit our website, azhumane.org/events for more information, enroll in the recycling program, and help pets and the planet. Now, Tobias has not stopped purring since I got him out of his kennel. He is ready to move. There's a lot of toys right down here that he is interested in. So he is going to be probably a little bit of a handful for you, but he is going to bring you a lot of joy. So come on down and get little 8-week-old Tobias.
Oh my goodness, absolutely adorable. And speaking of an adorable handful, we have Arty here, who we're going to introduce you to after the break. He is a little excited about these hot dogs, but we're going to tell you all about his story when we come back after the break. Oh my goodness. Now, if you saw this little cutie before the break, you are going to have the same question that we all have of how has he been at the Arizona Humane Society for so long? Well, first, before we introduce you to Arty, I want to say quick thank you to Hannah for bringing him here for his big TV debut, and to all of our volunteers that allow us to be able to help pets like this. Now, Arty is a 9-month-old Labrador Retriever mix who is pretty small. I don't think he's going to grow too much, and I think he's going to be a really good medium-sized dog. As you can tell, he has a lot of wiggles. He absolutely loves his plush toys, and you know what? He deserves all the toys after what he's been through. Arty was originally rescued as an injured stray a few months ago when he came to the Arizona Humane Society with a broken leg. According to reports, he was able to slip out of his home, and he was not hit by one, not hit by two, but hit by 3 cars, miraculously survived, but unfortunately one of those cars did break his front leg. As you can see here, when he was undergoing treatment, he was having to have splint changes once a week. Fortunately, he did not have to undergo surgery, and we were able to save that leg. He also was able to spend time in a loving foster hero home, which we talk about all the time is such a wonderful way to be able to expand the walls of our shelter, be able to get our pets outside into loving, quiet environments where they're able to get all of the love, all of the care, and to be able to heal hopefully quicker. As you can imagine, when these pets are hurt, when they're stressed, and a shelter environment is not always the best place for them. So we're so grateful for all of our fosters that allow our animals to be able to get that reprieve and to be able to get that one-on-one care. Now Arty is all healed up. As you can see, he's done absolutely wonderful on his field trips. He is a great walker. Hannah told me that he just laid down in the car and he was super calm. As you can tell, he is a connoisseur of toys. So I think he's definitely going to want a home that has lots of toys, lots of ways to be able to get his wiggles out, a big backyard, and what is wonderful for pets like Arty is that you're able to get a discount when you adopt from the Arizona Humane Society with our training. And he is still a puppy. He's 9 months old and he's big, but he's still going to be a puppy for quite a while. And so he's really going to need someone that helps him learn the ropes and is able to help get him socially, aware, socially interacting with other people and pets as well. Now, according to his previous family, he has lived with other dogs before, but he can kind of hyperfixate on other animals. So we definitely recommend bringing the whole family down to ensure that energies match. Now, as you can see, he is pretty calm, but he is also very energetic, so don't let him fool you. He's going to be the best of both worlds. He's going to cuddle up with you on the couch, watch some Netflix or some Arizona's Family, as well as go on those walks with you early in the morning and late at night. Now, Sweet Arty here is available at our Papago Park campus, so if you are looking to adopt him, you can visit him in person, or you can visit azhumane.org/adopt to be able to learn more. Again, thank you so much, Hannah, for bringing him and for all that you do for our pets, and thank you for keeping it here with us. Please help Arty find his forever home. We'll introduce you to more pets just like him when we come back after the break. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, before we meet our first pet, look how tiny his head is compared to his cone when he first was undergoing care in our trauma hospital. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. What is his story, Denise?
Well, this is Alberto, and he is 3 years old, and he was found in a park with 2 other dogs by our emergency animal medical technicians. He did have a pretty severe laceration, which required some medical attention, which he got. And then he had a session with our behavior team in the shelter. He was presenting a little bit shy at first, but he is actually quite friendly. He loves hot dogs, which is going to help a lot with training. And he seems to enjoy the company of other dogs. He wanted to say hello to other dogs in the shelter. Now, there are a lot of ways to help out pets like Alberto, right, Janine?
Yes, there is. We have right now the coolest way to help animals and to help yourself. It's called our 50-50 raffle. And our July one is going strong right now. It's up to $56,000. So you can just buy your tickets online. You can even do a membership where it automatically will, charge your credit card every month so you don't forget about it. what? It is the best way to make a little extra cash and also saving multiple animals' lives, because we handle sick, injured, and abused, so we need every dollar we can get. And I just want to look at this little boy. Look at him. This is his business look, and this is his party look. This is for when he goes to the rock shows, right? You're so cute. Oh my gosh, we are in love with this little dog. He is the best. His little tail keeps on wagging. Someone needs to come make him part of their family, right?
Absolutely, and like you mentioned, the 50/50 raffle is life-changing, not just for our pets, but also for whoever that lucky winner is. Thank you so much for that. And the Arizona Humane Society's Animal Rescue and Cruelty Team responds to calls each and every day for animals in distress or in dire situations. And last year alone, they responded to more than 18,000 calls for pets just like these two, which fortunately they got there in the nick of time.
Kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding me? Yeah! Best ride along ever.
Might be catching vomit in there.
Okay, there's one right here. You see him?
Nope.
You're almost to him. Oh, no, you almost got that one. You almost got it. You almost got it. You almost got it. Catch the tighten, 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 tighten.
No way.
You got
No
it.
way. No way.
You got him. Kidding me?
No.
Are you? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Oh my God. Oh.
I have two, and I'm allergic. Oh, I can't take it.
Oh my goodness, we are so happy that those two were able to be rescued, and it takes a whole community to be able to ensure that animals like that are saved each and every day. And speaking of animals saved, look at this tiny little one. There's been storms out there. I know our pets are scared, and there's some safety tips that we have to be able to keep pets like this one safe, right, Stacy?
There are lots of tips, but this is little Fawn, and you know, you wouldn't know it. She's such a little survivor. She has quite a story. She was found as a sick stray and brought in to us. She had a vet exam for some eye discharge. She started on meds and then went to our bottle baby ICU. Then she went into foster and she developed some diarrhea and vomiting, but as you could see, that all got cleared up. Her foster described her as being very active, playful, energetic, and she loves affection. And I can say all of that is true. This is a fun girl right here. She loves toys. She loves to wrestle. She even liked to play in the tunnel with the foster's cats and dogs. So this little one is good with dogs too. She just likes to play and she's very curious about everything. But monsoon season is definitely here and we're asking that you just keep your pets safe. Some ways to do that would be to keep your pets indoors, kind of create a safe haven that's escape free or escape proof with food, water, toys, distractions. We recommend playing the radio or the TV to drown out any noise and just have a way to distract them and keep them calm. Outdoors is probably the worst place for them to be because they can get injured and possibly get spooked and escape. They can also develop valley fever from being outdoors during a storm too. So just make sure you're keeping them safe and distracted. We have more tips for you at azhumane.org, but this is little Fawn and she's ready to play. So bring your energy and your toys and all your kisses too.
Oh my goodness, absolutely adorable. And what better way to, drown out the storms than with some cute kitty cuddles. Thank you so much for that, Stacy. And the City of Phoenix just passed updates to their tethering ordinance that went into effect, and we want to use this opportunity to help keep pets like this safe. But first, what is Tiki Taka's story, Christine?
Right, meet Tiki Taka. She's a beauty, such a cute pitty, and she's 2 years old and 46 pounds. Really easy to handle. She walks nicely on the leash. And the Arizona Humane Society had to confiscate her due to cruelty conditions. And she was left outdoors with no food or water. And she had a wound on her chest that had to be dealt with, so she's gone through her meds for that, and it was minor, so she was very lucky that way. But it's very important to not chain and keep your animals tied up like that. And so she is doing great now. She is a super sweet girl, and she loves food and pets, and she's ready to go to a home of her own. And you can find out more about breaking the chain from Lisa.
Yeah. Tiki here was chained out in her front yard, and because it's illegal where she was living, we were able to confiscate her and get her out of the heat. It's very dangerous to be chained out. There's no shade at certain times of the day. Your tether can get tied up around a tree. We know these dogs circle around these trees, and then the chain gets shorter. They can't get access to shade, water, often their food. So please don't tether your dog. It is illegal, and we have information on our website. That way you can find some alternates to tethering at azhumane.org/breakthechain.
Absolutely, and like you mentioned, there's different ordinances in different cities, but we recommend never tethering your pet. It is just too dangerous. So thank you so much for that, ladies. And don't change that channel. We have some more adorable kitty and puppy cuteness that awaits you when we return. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, we always love our puppy and kitty friends, but that doesn't negate the importance of spaying and neutering. But first, who is this little cutie, Stacy?
This is little 9-week-old Zev, and she was brought in as a stray, but appeared healthy, overall healthy. She was vocal, active, and they said she devoured her wet food, and you can see she's very curious here. She went into our bottle baby ICU, and she syringe fed very well, and then she went to foster for weight gain. The foster is reporting that she's very sweet, which we can attest to. She's purring away here, and she uses the litter box well, so she's all set for you. But spay and neuter, as cute as she is, spay and neuter is very important to cut down on pet populations, right, Denise?
Yes, and so spaying and neutering does reduce the chances of unwanted litters, but it also helps curb some unwanted behaviors like roaming or spraying, and it also drastically reduces the risk for certain types of cancers. Right, Janine?
Yes, the Arizona Humane Society is a huge proponent of spay and neuter, and that's why we offer the community discounted rates. And so you can just go on our website, azhumane.org/spay, and even if you need some assistance, and we can help you out in that direction as well. So there's no reason why you can't spay and neuter, even your pets that are in your home, not just our shelter pets.
Absolutely. We know accidents happen. It happens all the time. We see it every day. So thank you so much for that, ladies. And it's time for our last pup of the day. But first, in case you missed it, look how many of those little ones came into our shelter. Who is this, Christine?
Check out Peanut. Peanut is a brother for Butter from earlier, and they went to the maternity suites and then off to foster with their mom, and remember there were 10 of them, and little Peanut has been just healthy and doing great through all of that and has had such great care at the Humane Society. So they're a very lucky litter, and this guy is all ready to go home and play with you. He's just easy to take care of and a very fun, beautiful, green-eyed puppy.
And you can see from these photos, these guys came into our maternity suites at AHS, and then once the litter is whelped and they're ready for some alone time for mom and puppies, we lean on our fosters to foster these cute families. So if you're looking for a summer project, it is a wonderful project, and we have lots of moms and litters. We will provide you all the supplies and the instructions, and we're available by phone at any time. azhumane.org/foster if you want to see if you can help us with one of these moms and their lucky families this summer.
Absolutely. And before we go, this weekend marks the 10-year anniversary of my Grams passing, who raised me and who actually introduced me to Pets on Parade quite a long time ago. So she definitely is the person that I attribute to making everything come full circle and really saving my life. So this show is not only dedicated to her, but to every one of our loved ones out there who we are missing and who inspired us to become compassionate pet lovers and to be able to help little ones like this each and every day. So thank you, Grams, and thank you to everyone out there for allowing us to be able to save lives like this. Make sure to stay tuned for another adorable episode next week. We'll see you then.